Steve Dog Wild, man's busy.
It's a good day to have a good day.
A
It's a good day to have a good day.
He's barking mad.
Hi, welcome to the Workface, and this is another Steve Dog bike workshop video. When you're out on the road, as we all so often are, on the freeway to your destiny, winding the cogs of our future forward, occasionally you get a puncture. Yeah, I'm talking about cycling, and it's the one question that gets asked more than any question. What is that question? That question is, how do I repair a cycle puncture, Steve Dog? Well, fear not, because Steve Dog's got the very answer for you right here and right now. And what's more, and I've seen many videos make such bold statements before, what's more, we're going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how to do that in 6 minutes from now, so don't go anywhere. What do we need? What are the tools of the trade to do this job? First up, we need a new inner tube for the bike, and I like New-Track. I don't just like New-Track because they might be a cheap type of tyre, but they get great reviews on the internet. Second up, you need spoons or some mechanism to get the inner tube with the tyre off. So these are tyre levers, that's what I call them, tyre levers. There's 3 there, they will snap together. We'll use those in a minute. We're going to need one of these as well, that's going to be a pump. And then finally we need a bike on which to repair. Let's have a look at that. So here we go, folks. This is what I refer to as Mrs. Roadhound. And how on earth have we ended up with a puncture here? That is the question that I get asked all the time.
Punctures come along through very, very many ways and means. Perhaps you've ridden over a nail. Perhaps on those off-track adventures down the lanes, you've gone over thorns or twigs or just stones, and the wear and tear has just taken it out of the tyre. Alternatively, maybe somebody who tried to help you out with inflating the tyre, overinflated it to the extent where it just exploded. That can happen.
Believe me.
Anyway, enough of that. Let's get on and replace this inner tube.
Roadhound, Mrs. Roadhound is upside down. Quickly, I've got to take off this wheel. That'll make the whole job easier. So, this one's not got a quick release. I'll get a spanner, so you don't have to. It's all about choosing the right spanner. So I've decided that a 15mm spanner is perfect for this job. So I'm just going to slacken it off on this side. Then I'm going to slacken it off around the other side. Now we lift off the wheel. Remember, you've got a derailleur in here and all the rest of it. So just think about this, because some people just take these wheels off very, very quickly and don't think about putting them back on again. But I'm going to take that wheel off right now. So I'm going to pop that up like that, and then just remember, always remember, to release the brakes first. Some people don't. So I'm just going to release the brake mechanism at the bottom. It's really easy to do. Brake released. Wheel removed. Let's go down to the lawn and quickly change this inner tube. Come and join me. So, inner tube. Let's have a look at this one, shall we? Let's see what's in the box. We have one number, inner tube. This says it's a 26-inch one. This wheel around the side says 26 inches. So far, so good. So next up, all I've got to do is take the tyre off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my fingers to start with. Let's move you back a little bit. Now I'm just going to use my fingers here and just pull that over there. Take the dust cap off the debris. right? And also you might have to release a, they call them down here, there might be a gubbins there. In this instance there's no such gubbins, so I can just pull that out like that, and then we can then take off the whole, let's take the whole thing off. One wheel, nothing on there, one tyre. Let's have a look and see what happened to that inner tube. Let's see what sort of nail we had in this one. That kind of nail. That was a big nail. That was a big nail. Don't like big nails. Right, next up, new inner tube please. Look at this. New inner tube. Now, this has got a new dust cap, all ready to roll. Same type of fitting as the old one. That can be really useful just to check that before you purchase, okay? So, next up, we're going to thread that one onto the wheel. So, I'm going to find the whole thing at the top, which is up there. I'm going to drop that one through there. And I will be honest, sometimes I've inflated these bad men first before I've even got to this stage. But today, do you know, I'm just going to get on. I think you'll find it's a perfect fit. I'm going to drop this on there, and now we're going to start getting, I don't know whether to put a bit of air in here. Sometimes it helps, doesn't it? I don't know. Let's just try and get the tyre on. So here we go. I hate this bit. Tyres, I think, are from the Chain family. And we all know that I fell out with the Chain family a while back. But the tyre family are part of that extended family. And they generally do not like me. I'm actually threading that in and pushing the wheel in as I go. And so far, so good. Now, in you go, in you go. So this is about patience here, folks. We're not racing against the clock. We haven't got Team Sky waiting for us to do a quick change before the peloton catch up, are we? Nope, we're just rattling on an inner tube. Right, kind of got the tyre over the top of the wheel now, and the inner tube sort of sat in there, and it's kind of looking alright-ish, I would guess. But I've got to tuck one of the bits of the wheel in, so I want to get a bit of wheel on the inside. Really? Wheelie. So if you can't see what I'm doing, don't worry, I've got it covered, okay? Let's move that camera down a bit. If you can't see what's going on here, do not fear, Steve Dog is definitely here. Right, so we're just going to tuck that one in there, and now it gets a bit tight. You can sort of tuck it in so far, then it starts to get tight. I don't know whether I should put a bit of air in there. I don't know, should I put a bit of air in there? What do you think? Let's put a bit of air in there. If only you could speak to me, dear viewer. Hey, imagine that. If you're speaking to the television now, then you're a madman. Or woman. Or other. Right, I'm going to put a bit of air in. Just a little bit. Not a lot. Just a little bit to help that inner tube find its home. That's all. That's all we're doing. I think that's a blooming good idea. Now these things come into play. Right, now what I'm going to do here is, got to remember which way these go. Put that one in there. No, I want to hook them in, don't I? So use that to slide that end in. Rattle it around the edge. And we are pretty much in on one side. No, we're not, the bottoms have come out. Pretty much there, we were there, we're not there. We were there then. We're there. We are kind of there on that side. Now we've got to get the other side in. go. In you 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 go. 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 And you go. And you go. You go. And you go. And you go. Right. That's all gone in very easily. Didn't even need these rascals. That is in there. Now we're going to put some more air into that tyre and see that it's okay. Now this puppy on here says it can go up to... It doesn't say, it just says that. Look. That. Right, I'm going to chuck a bit more air in it. It's going rather well. Right, okay, let's just sit that there and smack some air in. Now remember folks, some people overinflate these and then they burst. So don't overinflate them, and they won't burst. Now on the edge of the tyre it says blimmin' heavy. Now all I would always do, just check the tyre before you fully inflate it to make sure there's no ripples in the inner tube, no lumps and bumps. We don't want that. Right, now this here is hard as nails. I'm on about 20 psi. I don't think it's enough. I'm going to put it up to 30. That'll be hard enough, but I ain't going to burst. Sorry, no one's bursting this one. Did you hear that, viewers? Don't you overinflate it. A voice came to me and said. I'm not saying that was the image in my mind of the owner. A bit more. Right, we're on 37. I think that's not bad. Right, if any viewers want to post what I should do below, then please post below. Now, on here it does say $40 to $65. We're on 37. Let's put it back on the bike. Bike face. Right, put that dust cap on, Steve Dog. Do you remember when you were a kid, you sort of lick your finger and just see if the valve's leaking? Is there any air coming out? Nothing, see? Little tip there for you. Right, okay. So next up, this goes back on here. I'm going to bring the derailleur up and ensure that the derailleur is something like that, and then in it goes. Check it seems to be running freely. So far so good. A lot of people are tuning in just to hear me cuss, but there hasn't been any of that today, is there? Right, next up, it would have been if I dropped that on my toe. Next up I've got to just drop this one in here, which is the brake unit. And it goes in something like that. Right, so far so good. I'm going to check the gears another time. You can leave that to me, because this is Steve Dog with Mrs. Roadhound. Nice tyre on that one, properly inflated, not overinflated. Signing off from Steve Dog's Cycle Workshop. Catch you guys on the cycling flip side.
Have a good day.